Hello, welcome back to Chuzgapa Engineering, and we're back with another video on 3D modeling in CREO Parametric. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. In this video, we're going to be making a 3D model of this box looking thing with this technical drawing. So yeah, without any further wait, we're going to jump straight into it. Before we start the video, I would highly appreciate if you could quickly click on the subscribe button. That's going to help me out greatly, and if you like the video, like it, and drop me a comment as well if you've got any suggestions or any video ideas for the future. I definitely look into all of your read all of your comments, and that's going to be a good one. So right after you open your CREO Parametric, you're going to see this screen, and to enter the modeling environment, you're going to go over here, click the new button, click the part which is already selected, and then name your model anything. I would name it model 2 and press OK, and you will see something like this when you start, right? So these are the 3 planes that you will be working with. You can see their names over here, right, top and front. In this video, let's see, I'm gonna be making it on the top plane, so I'm gonna make this sketch first and do the extrusion that you will see later on. So I'm going to click the top plane, which is highlighted green, and then I'm going to go over here and click sketch to enter the sketching environment. So from here you can see that it's not displaying the plane perpendicularly or from a normal view, so you're going to go over here, click the sketch view button, and then it's going to enter the sketching. It's going to give you a normal view of the plane. So one more thing before we start is I'm going to go over here and then deselect all, which means that it's going to it's going to stop showing me the axes, the point, the coordinate system, and the planes, so that it's a very neat sketching window. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this profile of this rectangular box thing, which is this one, and I'm gonna go from there. So from here you can see it's 100 units from here. Since the drawing doesn't show any units, so I'm just gonna assume it's millimeters, right? So this is 100 millimeters from here, and over here it's 15 plus 15, which is 30, and this gap is 20 between the centers of these two holes. So 30 plus 20 is 50. So this outer dimensions are 100 by 50, and the internal ones are 90 by, I would say, let's see, where is the, so 5, right? The thickness is 5, which means that this is gonna be 40 because this is 50. So 5 from here and 5 from there minus 10, then it should be 40. So 90 by 40 is the internal one, 100 by 50 is going to be the external dimensions. So I'm going to go over here, come over here, and then press the center rectangle, and it's going to make me a nice little rectangle here, and then do it again to make the inside boundary as well. Make sure it doesn't constrain on anything, so just going to make a rectangle, nice one. So I'm going to change the outer one to 100 first quickly. So you can see it's every dimension changes to keep the ratio of the dimensions constant. The outer one is 50 like this. The inside one is 40, and this one is 90 from the drawing. So you can see all these dimensions are black in color at the moment, which is because they're not locked yet. What that means is that if I try and drag any of the sides, it's going to change the dimensions, which we don't want. So I'm going to bring them back in, 50, 40, and 90, and then I'm gonna lock it. So left click it once, and then you're gonna see these 4 icons. Click that toggle lock button, it's gonna lock your dimension. Same gonna do for all of these ones. So the dimensions are locked now, which means if I try and drag these sides, it's not going to change the dimensions, which means that they're all locked up right now. So you can see this shaded, pink shaded region, which is our basically our the feature that's going to be extruded. I'll show you quickly what that means. So press OK to exit the sketcher mode. So this is our sketch that's ready based on this one. So I'm going to go over here while this is still selected. I'm going to go over here and press extrude button, which is going to give us an extrusion. So there are 3 ways to do it. Either drag this yellow circle up and down to change it. So the extrusion is 40 millimeters, right? So either you can change it from here or from here as well. So I'm going to go over here and change it to 40.0, Once everything is perfect, you go over here and press OK to finalize the extrusion. So we got the initial structure ready. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this this feature, as you can see over here. So it's a 40 by 5 over here, and it's 30 millimeter away from this corner. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. So the way how you're gonna sketch it is you're gonna select this surface, because you're gonna be making a structure, a feature on this surface. And once it's selected, I'm gonna go over here again, press the sketch command, and it's gonna enter the sketching mode with this as a reference, this surface as a reference. So go over here again on the sketch view. It's going to give you a nice sketching view. So one thing you can notice is that you're seeing this structure, this surface, but even if you draw something on it, it's actually drawing it on this plane as a surface, right? So don't worry about it. So I'm going to undo this, go back to sketch view, and I'm going to make a rectangle. I'm going to select the corner rectangle this time, and then make a rectangle like this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna center this rectangle along this vertical line, so that it's, you know, right in the middle, as you can see over here. So this, either you can dimension it from this side, or you can center it on the surface. It's the same thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ignore this dimension, and I'm gonna center it on this along this surface. So to do that, you're gonna go over here, click the symmetric command. So now over here you can see it's select a straight reference and two vertices or points to make them symmetric. So the straight reference is this one, and the two core vertices are these ones. So I'm gonna hold Control, press this and this, and now it's centered. Press Escape, and you can see the other dimension is gone now, which means that these two are symmetric now. So this is 40 by 5. This is a 40 by 5. Yep. And I'm gonna lock them again to avoid changing them, and that's our rectangle ready. Press OK, and now we're gonna use the extrusion command again to extrude the surface. What you can do is either you can, you know, drag it all the way to this surface, but you don't know exactly where the surface ends. So, you know, instead of guessing it, or what you can do is you can go over here, click this drop down thing, and select to reference, right? So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to take this surface as a reference, and then it's going to get extruded all the way to the surface. No more, no less, exactly on the surface, right? So once everything is fine, I'm going to click OK, and it's going to give us this feature, right? Okay. So what you can see now is it's pretty much ready, except for the two holes, these ones, right? So again, I'm gonna come over here, click this surface, because that's the surface we're gonna make the holes on, and either select the sketch from here or from here, up to you, and we're gonna enter the sketching mode once again, and then click the sketch view, and it's gonna enter the sketching environment. This time I'm gonna click the circle and make a random circle over here, press Escape, and okay, so this time I'm gonna make some reference lines. So go over here, select the reference, and click this side and this side, and you're gonna make them as references, and click this button to update the sketch, and press close. So now you can see these dimensions are being referenced from these two referenced sides. So on this side you can see the diameter of this hole is 10, or radius of 5, which means the same thing. This drawing is over constraint. We're not going to complain about that. Press make it 10 and lock it as always. And now how much is okay, so let's reference it from this side first, which is okay, from here to here it's 15. I'll make it 15.0, lock it again, and from the top it is 12.5. Okay, so you can see the 12.5 is not to the center, but to the top vertex of the circle, right? So from here to here, we need to reference it all the way to the center, because that's what we can see over here. So one way to do that is add a radius to this dimension, right? So 12.5 plus 5, which is the radius. So 12.5 plus 5 is going to be 17.5 to the center. So we're going to make it 17.5. Perfect. And then lock this as well. So to make the next circle, we're going to go over here. So now this circle is fully constrained, right? So this is perfect. Go over here and then hover over the center of this circle, and then you can see a line, which means that they both are have the same center in X direction, and then make it big enough. So you can see that the left circle is highlighted now along with this this constraint symbol, which means that it's gonna equalize both of the radii of the circles, right? So if you click over here and press X, and it's not gonna change the radius because both of them are connected with the equality constraint. So now we don't want to reference it from the center. We want to reference it from these two dimension. We want to dimension them from the center of these circles, which is 20. So I'm gonna click here, hold Control and click here, and go over here to get the horizontal dimension, which is gonna be 20.0, and we gonna lock this, and we've got these two very good looking circles over here. Perfect. So once everything is fine, we're gonna press OK, and now we've got these two sketches. So while it's selected, we're gonna go over here and do the extrusion once again. So now this time we're not gonna be extruding as a solid. We're gonna be changing the direction on the other side, and we're gonna make a hole, right? And again, this time, last time we did do reference, right? But this time we're going to do through all, which means that it's going to intersect all the surfaces it's going to have in this direction. So through all, it's going to make circles, holes over here as well, and press OK. And now you can see we've got this nice looking drawing ready, model ready, right? So yes, that's how you make something like this. And I will leave a Google Drive link to the to this drawing as well, so that you can practice it on your own by downloading it. And yeah, that's all for today. So if you like this video, don't forget to like it, leave any suggestions in the comment section, any video ideas or whatever you want to see in the future, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That would help me out greatly. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.